Alright, so in previous lectures we explained what HTML tags are all about. Let's now dig deeper into the most commonly used tags in HTML. We'll start off by introducing heading tags. So what are heading tags? These tags are basically used to give headings to any content or paragraph on the page. There are 6 types of headings and they have different sizes. We have H1, which refers to heading 1, H3, which refers to heading 3, H4, which refers to heading 4, H5, heading 5, H6 refers to heading 6. Let's see in action the different types of headings that we just introduced. Alright, so here I am in VS Code. I created an HTML folder, and inside this HTML folder there is a file named index.html. We'll first make a basic structure of HTML5 within this file. As explained previously, I'll need to write an exclamation mark, then click on the first suggestion, and here you go. We now have a basic HTML5 structure. We can add any type of tag in the body of this structure. So first, we'll use heading tags. The method of writing down a tag is the following. You simply write the name of the tag, and VS Code will automatically give you a suggestion. Then when you see the suggestion you needed, you simply hover over it and press enter, or you simply click on it directly, like with your mouse. Okay, after that, whatever we type here will be written automatically inside the tags. For example, I'm now writing hello world. I'll save the file now. Simply click Ctrl S to save your file. And here you go, the file is saved. Then right click on this tab that you see here, right in front of you here. Click on copy path. Then I'll open my browser, go and paste my link. And here you go. You can see the result. I've written my first tag and I can clearly see the output. So I have my tag on one side in the VS Code, and on the other I have the result in the browser. Similarly, in a similar manner, I'll now go back to VS Code and do the same with other tags. So I'm now doing the same with the H2 tag this time instead of the H1 tag. Let me go back to the browser, and here you go. You can see the result. The font size of H1 is quite large, and the fonts will be smaller and smaller as you move across the sequence. Alright, so let me go back to VS Code and write all the 6 tags we introduced. Let's see the result in the browser. I refresh the page, and here you go. You can see the result and the hello world sequence that's contained inside my tags of different font sizes. Perfect. Let's now move on. Let's now discuss the types of quotation and citation tags that are used in HTML5. Okay, so number 1, the B tag is used for bold text. So the strong tag is used for important text. B and strong are almost similar. I is used for italic text. EM is used for the emphasized text. Mark is used for the marked text. We use it to mark or highlight something. Small refers to small text. If you want to show the text smaller, we will use the small text. Del refers to deleted text. We use it when we have to delete any text or mark a strike line. Ins refers to inserted text. We use it when we want to underline the text. Sub refers to subscript text, when we want to write anything particular as a subscript text. Sup for superscript text. Let's go to VS Code and see how these tags work. So we are here in VS Code. Let's implement all the tags that we just introduced. Firstly, I'm writing tag B to make the text bold. Then I'll enter any text, let's say hello everyone. Now I'll press Ctrl S to save it. The file will be saved. I've copied my link. I'll paste my URL in the browser, and here you go. We have the result as expected. You can see that the text is in bold. Secondly, I'm writing a strong tag. As I told you before, there's not much difference between bold and strong tags. So when I'm back here in my browser, you'll be able to see the output. Okay. Thirdly, I'll use the italic text to make the text italic. And here you can see the result. Now, I'm using the emphasize tag. I'm copying the same text here and we'll check the result. And as you can notice, italic and emphasize tags are almost similar. Now, I'll use the mark tag. I'm entering a text here and we'll check the result in the browser. And here you go. You can see that the text is highlighted automatically. Next, I'll use the small tag. By using this, you can see the results in the browser as well. The font is indeed very small. Now, if I want to cross out or delete any text, I'll use the del tag. By using the same method, you can check the results in your browser. Next, I'll use the ins tag. Inserted text is used to underline a text. The same procedure will give you the results in your browser. And here you go, you can clearly see them here. Okay, next, if you have to raise a number to a power, we'll use the superscript tag. As you can see, I've written 50. Now, using the superscript tag, I write the power I have to assign to the given amount, let's say 5. And by using the same procedure as before, you can see the results in your browser. Now, if I have to give the power in a subscript format instead, I'll use this tag and you can see the results. The subscript tag is mostly used to write a chemical reaction. Like here, for example, I'm writing H2O, which is the chemical symbol for water. Alright, so I went over all the quotation and citation tags we introduced earlier, and now on to the next lecture. The HTML comment tag is used to add text to an HTML document without including that text in the web page. So the main purpose of comments is to add valuable information or to add tags that can be used later in HTML coding. I don't know if you're familiar with Python, like the Python programming language, but it's exactly the same like when we add the hashtag and then you add some comments inside your Python code. So this commented code will not be executed, it will not run. It's just for our information, like for our own information, and for us to better understand the code. Okay, and yeah, I mean, that's exactly how it works in HTML. Alright, now back to my HTML. You can see in this document that I have taken an h1 tag with a hello word written in it. It hasn't been commented yet. If I comment it, it will still show in the editor but would not run on the browser. So it will not have any impact on the page that I'm building. Let's now see in action how this works in VS Code. I've opened the file here. I'll use the tag h1, but it's not compulsory. You can use any type of tag you want. Now, I'm writing something, let's say hello world again. After commenting, I'll save the file. Then I'll go to my browser and paste the URL. Now you can see the result. The code is functioning properly. Okay, if I want to comment this line of code, I can just press Ctrl and /. And as you can see, we don't see the hello word again in our browser. There are no more outputs coming from this piece of code. Why? Because we simply commented it, so it will no longer have any impact on the code. Okay, so in fact, when I commented this line of code, it remained in the code editor. You saw it in the code editor, but wasn't displayed on our web page in the browser. And that's exactly the purpose of commenting codes in HTML. Okay, and now on to the next lecture. Now let's talk about HTML5 attributes. So first of all, you should keep in mind that all the elements do have attributes, and these attributes play a specific role. So what's the role and use of attributes? They simply provide additional information about elements, and they are always written at the start of HTML5 tags. To write an attribute, you write the name and then the value of the attribute. For example, name equal value. So again, what's the use of attributes? Let me answer this question. What's the use of attribute? HTML5 attributes are mostly used to give width, height, and color. So they help us give properties to HTML elements. Next, HTML5 attributes are useful for form tags. The form tag is used to create an HTML form for user input. It helps us create labels, field sets, buttons, and everything that we need in a form. Next, we have inline CSS. Inline CSS is also used as an HTML5 attribute. Don't worry if this sounds new or complex to you. The more you practice coding with HTML and CSS, the more familiar you'll become with the different concepts that we're talking about. Okay, next you have the ID and the class attributes. So ID and class are both HTML attributes. The ID attribute specifies a unique identity to an HTML element, while the HTML class attribute specifies one or more class names for an element. Don't worry again if this sounds complicated to you. We'll explore all these topics one by one. We'll explore them deeper and deeper as we move forward. Alright, let's now talk about styling in HTML5. As far as the style of HTML is concerned, CSS is the go-to language for it. Usually HTML is styled by CSS. This means that you can use a few attributes of CSS to style your HTML content. For example, the font tag is used to give color to the text. So if you want to change the color of your tag, you'll need to use the font tag. Let's go to VS Code and see how all of this works in action. Okay, so here I am in VS Code. I'm using a simple bold tag, and then I'll paste that URL in the browser. You can see the result. The text is simply bold and the background is white. Now, if I want to change the color of the text, I will edit the tag. I have copied that bold text and pasted it inside the font tag. Now I'll use an attribute of color. First, I've written the name of the attribute, color in this case, and then the value. For the value, let's pick the pink color. Using the same method, let's check the result in the browser again, and here you go. You can see that the text has a pink color. Okay, so if you want to change the color, you can do that by following the same steps. Let's say I want to change the text color to red. Let me do this, and here you go. You can see the results of this maneuver as well. Okay, now, if you want to change the background color, then you have to go to the body tag and write bg color equal to the color that you want. Pick a color and save the file. For the sake of this example, I'll pick the green color, and here you go. You can see the results in your browser. Alright folks, so this is how you can use different attributes for styling.